All right, greetings everyone. We are live again. Dynasty Mirror Search for Huru. Guys, I promise I'm going to shave, get a haircut. I was gonna do it yesterday, but I've been so tied up and busy getting back on the phones that I haven't got it done yet. So it will be done next Saturday. I'm not gonna do it this week. I'm gonna do it next Saturday. But I'm gonna shave and trim up some. I'm gonna shave and trim up some this afternoon. So yeah, so I apologize if I'm not looking as presentable as I usually do. Please forgive me, you guys.
Hey man,
Please forgive me.
the Bush look got its place,
Huh?
The Bush look has its place.
Yeah. So I'm gonna trim that down a little bit, shave that, and I gotta get a haircut next Saturday. I'll get a haircut next Saturday. Me
I
and
wish I
Master
could.
will get a
I wish I could grow a beard and mustache like that, man. I can't do
You
it.
can't, you can't grow.
56 years old, never had it. Can't do anything, no facial. I get a little mustache, but they come in so like they just laugh me off the screen sometimes.
No. Now I can get. So it took all this time to get a goatee. I got a strong goatee now, but like this right here won't connect or nothing. Like it won't fill in. It'll be just. So yeah.
Yeah, the interesting thing is my two younger brothers and dad, they can grow full beards out like that, man. I just can't do it. My
Dang.
my father told me that I had a grandfather, not that I had an uncle. He was like that. He couldn't, very clean shaven, couldn't do it, something like that. Maybe it has a little bit to do with some of this Asian blood in me, but I just can't do it. Can't do it. So it goes a couple of ways. People tell me, hey, be glad you can't. Then I guess I just one of those things. I'm just one of those guys. Hey, maybe I want it just to see because I can't get it. I don't know. So I just do the clean shaving, man. That's just my look.
All right, cool. So, guys, hit that like button. Shout out to one of our partners, Judy Jones. Shout out to Judy Jones, everyone.
Judy, how you doing?
Yeah, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. Again, like, share, and subscribe. Also, go to dynastymirror.com. Please go to dynastymirror.com. Become a monthly Patreon. Patreon.com. Search for Huru. Again, Patreon.com. Search for Huru. And where's my book at? Where's my books? I think they're upstairs. So I need to start putting my book back up here. So moving forward, because I love, you guys know I love to collect, my art, my African art, man, my antiques, my artifacts.
Did you pick anything? What did you pick up another piece or two while you was over Sierra Leone?
I did. You know what? It's funny you said that, Fitzgerald. So my friend, when we were in Senegal, she was like, so she was with me when I got this. And she said, Dynas, if you plan on relocating to Africa, why are you buying so much stuff and bringing it back to America? We're just gonna bring it right back. I said, you got a point. Because I mean, over there, this stuff is everywhere when you go over. So when I go to Africa, this stuff is, I can easily find it again. I'm like, you got a great point.
Yeah, but not less. Are you planning on selling your home when you do finally make your African thing?
Yeah, but even then, like, I mean, the majority of my like this, I would like to take over there. She's like, Dennis, why do you keep buying all this stuff, bringing it back? All you're gonna do is just ship it back. And I said, you know what, you got a point.
yeah, but hey, but do you have a residence over there? Do you have a home that?
No, but this 2021 Fitzgerald is the year of infrastructure. I'm breaking ground this year, land and infrastructure on the continent, starting off with Freetown, is going down. So,
well, that's cool, man. That's cool. But I guess you want to bring a little bit of home being Sierra Leone, Nigeria, back to Atlanta. So I mean, I dig your vibe when I'm over at your home, man. It looks very African and stuff. And from that rug you have laying in the living room to going over to the dining room where you have all your art there to this. So I mean, I like looking at it. And I'm quite sure a lot of people who also do come there. It looks, gives you that continent look.
Right. Yeah. So this is my newest edition. This and the Yoruba one is in there. But
tell me about that one right there.
This is a midday mask. It has a specific name. I forgot it, but it's a midday mask. So I was able to get my citizenship in Sierra Leone because my DNA traces back to the Mende tribe.
Okay.
So this is one of their masquerade masks. I forgot the exact name of the masquerade, but this is it. So I found this in Senegal. So I got this in Senegal. Yeah.
Nice. I see you made
Yeah.
a I see you made a detour over to Ghana where Fafu Malawi is. And
Yeah, I did. I did. So my friend, she wanted to go to the Voodoo Festival in Benin Republic, but tickets from Freetown to Cotonou, Benin, were just too expensive. So it was cheaper just to go to Ghana, and it's like a 5 hour drive. So we just hit it by road from Ghana.
okay, great, man, great. And so that's a
Mhm.
midday masking thing. Things
Yeah.
that your is that your tribe? As far as
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So with Sierra Leone, I was able to get my citizenship because my DNA uh, traced back to the Mende tribe of Sierra Leone.
okay, cool,
I
man.
was able, yes,
That's
I was able to get my citizenship. Shout out to Maximilian. Maximilian, actually, I would like to buy a Jackson State. So this is my grand. So this sweatshirt. I have the suit, the sweatpants suit that goes with it. It's made by a company called Black Owned African American College Alliance. And so they have the Jackson State ones as well, but I'm just I'm not really a gray sweatpants sweatsuit type of guy. I gotta have like color. So the Jackson State one is only in gray. Like if he comes with a blue one, like a navy blue one, I'm gonna go get it. So yeah.
Yeah, I did my first year of college with Alabama State, Hornets, and up in Montgomery. And my youngest brother is a Morehouse graduate. So.
Right. Well, they got the Morehouse ones too. They got the nice maroon Morehouse ones as well. A shout out to Rakeem Khalik. Rakeem Khalik was with us in Sierra Leone. We got our citizenship, so he's Sierra Leonean too.
Great, welcome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so guys, like, share, subscribe. My affiliate link is in the chat room to GS Partners. It is in the chat room. That's what we're going to be discussing today as well. What else? Oh, tour April 21st to the 30th. April 21st to the 30th, Sierra Leone. If you're interested in joining, hit me up. Hit me up, you guys. Hit me up if you are interested in joining. Sandy Kelly, like I was telling Brother Fitzgerald Stevens, only reason why I'm here in America is because of my son and to make money. Like I'm just not really like attached to anything here. Like I officially have 3 homes now. I got Sierra Leone, Nigeria, and I'm super excited about Sierra Leone. I mean, I just yeah.
I agree, Miss Kelly. You shouldn't sell your home.
Mm-hmm.
You know, especially where that is, and that's not going to do anything but go up. So there's nothing wrong with keeping. I mean, you're ultimately nothing wrong with holding on to that. Ultimately, you're going to want to visit back here sometime, even if you are permanently located over here. You know, you still have a lot of ties here.
Mm-hmm.
No, so I wouldn't sell that home, man. It's an exquisite piece of real estate. You know, I mean, I wouldn't sell it all. And I'll be careful who I even rent it out to. I mean, because it's a historical district. Incredible piece. You guys don't know with this gentleman with Prince Amir living in Atlanta. He has a very, very nice property in on West End. Historical district. Used to be a lot of black wealth for the turn of the century that was located in that district, and so it still has that historical feel but it's around everything. And about where he is kind of secluded, but if you go over a couple of blocks, you're right in the smack of everything. He's probably about maybe from there less than 5 miles from central Atlanta downtown. So easy access, train, good airport access. So it's just a jewel of a piece of property. And so I wouldn't get rid of that, man.
Okay. Yes, sir. Guys, hit that like button. Today's topic is your ability to focus will reflect in your income. That's today's topic. Just really, Fitzgerald, I used to, in fact, I spoke on this before. When I used to be distracted by TV specifically, like there was a time, Fitzgerald, and I noticed a dip in my income where I would come home, right, when I was kind of just mentally checked out of corporate America.
Okay.
I would come home, I would not even turn on the TV, go on my computer. I'll be watching Real Housewives of Atlanta, For Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, and just all the gossip stuff, just all this garbage, like all this garbage. I was just, all this just garbage. I was just feeding it to myself. And during that time, I was mentally checked out of my corporate job, and it reflected in my income as well. And I noticed when I was like back in 2000 and towards the end of 2011, no, it would be like 2011, 2012, 2013 through 14, when I was clicking in corporate America, when I was calling you Fitzgerald, and man, I was making all this money. Like I was focused. I was laser focused. Like I
Yep.
wasn't watching no junk. I wasn't watching no BS, no gossip sites, no for love and hip hop and all that other trash. I wasn't watching any of that. I was just focused, right? And it reflected in my income.
Let me ask you something. What was the goal that you was focusing on that caused you to do that? What goal did you had?
So in corporate America, I wanted to hit President's Club, which is the top, for the most part, the top 10% of the sales force. You get recognized. You go take a nice trip to Mexico, and all inclusive resorts, and they feed you. When you walk up, you get a trophy. You walk up on stage. The CEO, what's weird? Let me back up for a second. Our CEO of the company of Cintas, he never came to President's Club. The CFO would be there, but the head honcho, he never came. I just realized that. I thought that was weird.
Yeah, that is kind of weird because usually they go there the person they recognize the top producers. But all depends on what the man has on his plate and stuff. At least you had a chance to get there. So what if you want to grab that focus back? And this applies to me and everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Fitzgerald Stevens. What if you want to get that focus back? Let's reset the goal that would cause you to focus like that too. I mean,
Right.
I shut off Netflix about 3 months ago. But I spend more than enough. I spend more time than I would like on the wrong YouTube content. So now I'm trying to look at how to understand cryptocurrency, how to buy, how to trail, how to understand wealth, how to understand how to grow it, entrepreneurship. And watching stuff can be good, provided what you're watching. You want to watch something that's going to help accentuate, empower your goal where you're trying to get to. But the main thing is to have a goal of what you're shooting for. So you're saying like, hey, I want to buy that property, far as over in Sierra Leone, and I want to get that nice shop where you're on the 3rd floor. You said you got your lounge on the 2nd floor and a nice patio. Well, you do the numbers and see what it takes and see what the money you're going to need, and then start doing work that allows you to have that goal. I mean, if your goal is like, hey, I want to be on the continent, I'm just over here to make money, and okay, well, anything that doesn't fit into that narrative, you don't need to be partaking in that conversation or partaking in that event. You got to just totally spend your time in things that's going to give you the maximum return or income back for your time. I mean, and so that can apply to many of us. Some I'm quite sure some people in our audience are really doing that, and they're achieving those breakthroughs. So you're not going to probably catch them binge watching like the games, the football
Right.
game, the things. So they're trying to learn stuff that fits right into for them producing, and that's what it comes about. That's what it really comes along line. I mean, I'm focusing on building wealth, man. I want to, and not just for an Audi A8 or any sense of travel, far as so those things are going to become a part of it. I'm just focusing on the freedom that I know that it would give, and I want to get this money out the way where I can literally have the freedom that I want to do to live the rest of my life on my terms and stuff. And I certainly don't want to be boggled down about wondering, how I'm going to make it and what I'm going to, how my family and what can I do to take care of the people I care about. But at the same token, there's other things I want to learn. I mean, I want to learn a couple languages. I was thinking about that today. I want to, add a couple of things. I want to learn how to play my guitar. Just a couple of things I want to do as far as the betterment for me as a much more well-rounded individual. Because it's a lot of stuff out there to do, but not a lot of time to do it. So you got to pick and choose what you want. So it's just have written goals, knowing where you want to move, and knowing where you're going to, and just going for it. And anything that doesn't fit into that, you just simply don't do or partake in. Now, if you're going to have some some cheat sections, it's okay. It's okay to watch a football game or two. It's okay to maybe play cards or even go bowling and stuff. But that shouldn't be the centerpiece. You shouldn't be spending more time in activities that don't help you move closer to where you're trying to get to in your goal, whatever that is. I mean, if it's physical, which I started going back in the gym, and it does exactly what I knew it would do. It makes me feel better, makes me look better. But I mean, I just can't go get 3 or 4 hot dogs and eat, and can't go get McDonald's milkshakes and thinking I'm going to maintain the work that I'm trying to do. No, so it doesn't fit into my health goal, because at the end of the day, if I talk about financial freedom, which many of that Dynas and I are focused on, that if I don't have my health, what good does it do me? So I have to learn to invest in, especially a man with my age. So I have to take these things very seriously. I have to take your mental health very seriously. I mean, it is so much junk out there, man, on the news, and doom and gloom, and and like it or not, that stuff can affect you. Then you wonder why sometimes you're dealing with depression, or you really don't feel motivated to do what you know you want to do, and know what you said you had to do. And then on the final thing, Dynas, just getting around a good mastermind, getting around a mastermind group of men and women, who inspire you to get their goal oriented. So that stuff rubs off on you. I mean, I can certainly see that as far as what you do with me and have an effect with me with Africa. I wouldn't have thought about Africa as much as I do without your conversation with you, because you paint such a vivid picture. Like, man, I want to do that, and I'm going to do that. But if I don't put certain things in order, mainly while trying to build my income, build my residuals, where I can be able to enjoy that, all it is just a pipe dream. So that's the way I look at it.
Guys, hit that like button to come to the chat room. Please hit that like button. So, now for sure, we haven't shared this story in such a long time. Just how we met, and what you were doing as far as your own business, and you had a lot to focus on when I met you.
Ladies and gentlemen, when I met Dynas about not too far from 15 years ago. I think it is about 15 years ago. Oh, well,
2000, we met 2007. So
okay, 2007 to 2000.
Summer 2007.
Okay, so subtract the 7 from 21, and you have your number right there. Okay, so I used to own an automotive shop in Midtown Atlanta, and I was a business owner, and Dynas just happened to pull into my organization in reference to try to sell me insurance. But and I was general manager, I was marketing manager, I was owner. Oh boy, I was responsible for people's livelihood, and responsible for my marriage, responsible for so many things like that. And and I had all these plates spinning at one time, and I could hold them for a little bit. But somewhere along the line, I lost my focus, because I didn't really have like people around that I really needed to feed off of, that were running successful businesses and running successful marriages, or running successful health goals for their lives and stuff. So I was trying to do it all on myself. If I would look back again, I would have spent much more time meeting with a mastermind group at least once a week to see what they were doing to be successful, as opposed to just getting out there just hoping things would work. And so in other words, I would have spent much more time planning, and I would have cut a lot of activities out that wasn't moving me towards my goal. I mean, I would have done that, I probably would have still had that company, or definitely would have been able to parlay it into other companies. But I lost my focus. And when things happen when you're running a business, and you're starting off with a business, it can be brutal, trying to juggle all so many plates, especially if you're married, you're trying to do relationships, you're gone an incredible amount of time, you're consumed with the business, your spouse is looking at you, because you're thinking about the business even when you're with them, because you're trying to keep that thing going, because you feel that everything rests upon that business, or better yet, everything rests upon you. But you know what? You don't have all the answers. And so having someone to keep you accountable, having knowing where you're going, setting daily, a weekly, quarterly, a half a year, year goals is very, very important as far as for setting them for expansion. And I simply didn't know how to relax. With me, it was always full throttle or no throttle, you know. So in a lot of ways, I'm still like that. Either I'm all in or I'm not, you know. So, but you know, if I had to do that over again, which, well, I'm doing it right now, I would take more time to sharpen my axe, meaning that I would sit around there. Hey, what are the successful people doing that where I'm trying to get, where I'm trying to go? How are they doing it? How are they managing? How do you navigate these and compartmentalize your life where everything is working together with synergy? For example, I said this story, like when I work out. I've been working out since I was 15. Well, really kind of raw taught, but when I really started supercharging when I was an undergrad in college. And so, like, say for instance, if I would see someone with a certain body dimension, if I would look at their arms or their shoulders, and I would ask them, how did you get that? How did you do that? And they would give me the techniques of what they was doing. Then I would replicate, and lo and behold, I got the same results. But I had a passion for bodybuilding and being in good shape and being in good fitness. But somehow with my business, I thought that, you know, my personality and my charisma would be all I needed. Not so. You know, I could have saved myself so much time and been so much productive if I would have just took some time just to take another fellow owner out who owned the shop and said, hey, what are you doing? How is this working? How do you deal with how do you expand your company on a limited budget? How do you deal with and get maximum efficiency out of the people who work for you? How do you make them feel like they're how do you make them want to produce? And you know, as far as you're able to expand, you know, what do you do with the lean times? How do you do with lines of credits? And so much I didn't know, and I paid the price for that. And I paid the price for it because I don't know, but looking back at it, man, maybe it was actually a thing of pride, and I didn't even realize that, but not thinking I could always pull something out. And because I was good at that, I pride myself on always trying to, I always figured I could get out, but getting out, and you know, with your pants on fire is not getting out. I want to get out and be productive. And so that's what I do now, especially like in my 50s now. You know, I don't do nearly the amount of energy and burning up energy like I used to do when I would say like 20, 30, even in my 40s. You know, I just take cool at the rope, and I'm very, very surgical in my steps, because ultimately I'm looking for the results long term. Because there's going to come a day that I'm not going to want to keep working traditionally like a lot of people think they have to do, but I'm still going to need an income. So now It's me working for the income. My mindset is, how do I get my income to work for me? So I can have so I can do some of the things with my life that I want to do, and that I advocate for other people to do. So it starts with getting around good people. Now, getting around people who are doing it, not who are talking about it necessarily, because many people can talk a good game, but getting around people who are actually getting the results of what do you want, what are you trying to achieve? You know, but like when one things you have to look. You have to look at different areas. Like, say, like for instance, if you go relationships, and you know, you can take some elders' advice and stuff like that, but understand your partner is not his or her partner. You know, so what necessarily works in their household not necessarily work for you because of different personality types. And the same can be translated over in business. Well, someone can make great money doing network marketing. Someone can make great money in cryptocurrency and do very, very well. But then again, some other dude can do just the same thing, and they have a pallet business. They say it's not what you do, it's the principles that leads up to the success. And so I'm trying to study people who are doing what I want to do, what I'm trying to do, and who are doing it successfully with it. I started my YouTube channel simply because of Dinas Amir, primarily because of Dinas Amir. He had his, and I figured I was getting up there speaking and talking to people, and I figured I could do that myself. I could bake my own bread and but it took him actually literally nudging me for months. Literally for months, because it came down. I thought that I had to have everything all together before I launched. And
Right.
and ladies and gentlemen, that would hurt you. Sometimes you don't have all the answers. Sometimes you truly got to step out there. You truly got to step out on faith and limited knowledge, and go ahead and you're going to build something. But the main thing is you want to be persistent and consistent in what you do. And but without knowing where you're going, that really doesn't mean anything, because the tough times are going to happen. So we don't mean this to be like a motivational thing for say. We just talk about some principles that we must use to get to the next level where you're trying to get. Dynasty just go all of a sudden say, hey, you know what? I think I'm going to be a citizen of 3 nations. No, that was planning. That was years of planning. You know what? I'm going to start a YouTube channel, and I'm going to really have this thing together. That was years. What you guys are seeing is literally years of work. The years of work that this man put in. My position is rather unique. I knew him when he's like a 20-year-old kid coming right out of University of Georgia. I knew him. I knew him as Albert Hollis. Even back then, the name didn't fit. Because now, dude, that Albert, no, that don't fit you. I don't know what it was. I don't know what the name. What.
Hey, true story, Fitzgerald. Let me read the super chat first. Maximilian, thanks for super chat. My advice is grind hard, stack your bread, and stay away from gold diggers and bars and lounges. I knew Fitzgerald looked familiar. He was one of my customers. I own an oil disposal and refining company in Atlanta. Maximilian. Yeah, but funny story, Fitzgerald. So, number one, my name, my mom was telling me that my dad originally, so I was named Albert after my father. My father's Albert. My mom told me that originally he was going to name me Diamond because he was, I guess, doing something with diamonds in West Africa. So he wanted to name me Diamond originally. And my mom said no. So they named me Albert.
Well, you're his only son, I guess. So that kind of, but that's what it comes down. Wherever you're going to whatever you're trying to accomplish, ladies and gentlemen, you need a vision for it. You need to know where you're going, and you need knowledge on how to get there. This stuff just winging it and let the chips fall where they may. That sounds good, but I can promise you that's a recipe for failure. Some people do get the luck, and some people do hit that luck. But in my understanding, usually your overnight successes, they take about 10 to 20 years. They just make it look easy, but you don't never know what all the planning that goes behind it. So my number one goal right now is to build wealth. And it used to be I wanted to build wealth to make a lot of money. Well, I started off going after that, but I noticed that in my pursuit of that, I had to trade a lot of time to get that lot of money. And it's few things could be unrewarding, is that you're making the income that you want, but you don't have any time to do anything with it.
All right.
You don't have time to do anything with it. You can't enjoy it because you're literally nailed to that job. You're literally you can't leave it. I mean, I've been in positions where you're afraid to take vacations because you don't want to lose a sale, and or you're sitting there with your spouse and stuff, and you got your cell phone on, and you're not really enjoying your spouse because what you're thinking about, man, this phone call rang, I got to jump and see who this is because I don't want to. And that is not any way to do it. The other way is to do it is to figure out, okay, how can my money work for me? How can I make money while I sleep? How can I find me a system that's going to pay me without me being the star of the system? How can I make income that's not dependent upon me really showing up? How can I make income that I can take part of a system, get other people to take part of the system, then I can make my wealth and also have the time to enjoy my wealth and do something that I want to do. Since that time, and oh God, 15 years ago. Okay, subtract 10, that'd be 46. I met you if I was 41 years old, man.
Wow.
And so 56 be 57 in September. It's went by so quick. I don't I don't like to think it is, but it's went by so fast. So I have to look at that the next couple of years are going to go by just as fast, or maybe even faster. So I really don't have time. I have to learn how to duplicate my time and duplicate my income where it's not dependent upon me. And that's why I'm so excited about the cryptocurrency. That's why I'm so excited about GS Trade Partner. That's why I'm so excited about networkings and network marketing businesses, and do stuff that allows me to leverage the times of others, where I can really live thing on my terms. And I can tell you what, once you get to that level, you'll almost have you'll actually feel a little guilty about it, because you'll think you're not working. You'll make income like I did this morning. I woke up like that income and paid in Bitcoin, and I was sleeping, I was doing something else and things like that, and you almost feel like, man, I got to go do something, when you can sit there and make money from home, and sometimes make much money from home in a day that you used to make like in a week or 2 weeks of working. And so you'll feel like, man, I need to be out there doing something, but you are doing something. You see how many people who are actually profiting from home-based businesses right now?
Right.
And I just before I jumped on this stream, ladies and gentlemen, I talked to a friend of mine. We used to work together at a courthouse, and and I was talking to him, just checking on him. We had lost touch, and sure enough, he sent me a friend request from Facebook. So I connected with him. I said, man, give me a call. So he gave me a call today, and I said, what's going on? He said, well, I left the courthouse. Well, if generally, if you're in government, those are considered like cush jobs.
Good job. Yeah.
Real good secure jobs. Well, his secure job, he got fired. He got let go. It turned out that you wasn't nice enough to the customers. That's how it generally starts. Some little picky thing. And I know this man. I'm not going to call his name, but he was nothing like that. He was like he's a real quiet gentleman, but rudeness and lack of ignoring customers, he's not going to do that. But I didn't tell him when I get ready to tell you, and I know he's not watching the stream now, they wanted him gone. And he had said that they were doing some cutbacks. Well, guess what? He tried to be expendable. So he was expendable. So I told him, I said, man, that's why you need to get something that's outside the system. You need to get something that's outside the system, and your education don't mean anything. It doesn't mean as much as you think it is. It doesn't mean much. The little piece of paper behind me, that's my college degree. So what?
Right.
So what? I mean, I'm happy that I got it, but I didn't need it to do what I need to do. I mean, I've never really been satisfied, now that I think about it, working on someone else's game, because it was too uneasy. It was too unrest. I mean, they could fire you for a drop of a hat, and sometimes they'll drop their hat to fire you. That man happened to work.
Facts. Yeah.
That man happened to work in what's called an at-will position, meaning it was at will, to his direct supervisor. If she didn't like him, if they want to go, they can get rid of you because you don't have an afro instead of a goatee, and they want you to be clean shaven. I mean, when at will is literally what it means. You work at the will of that person, and anything that they don't like, and they can fire you from any reason. Now imagine that you trying to start back over again in your 40s, late 30s, and 50s. And someone has that type of power over your job and stuff like that, and over your livelihood. So that never has played with me since I was a child. I always wanted my own. The trick of the matter is, the problem was I didn't know how to do it. I didn't understand systems. So I thought I just had to get out there and work, and save. Work, yeah. Save, yeah, but you also have to invest. You have to put your money in things that's going to bring you back more money, but not necessarily you doing the time to do it. And that's what we're going to talk with. Not necessarily. Let me back up. Without you giving extra time to do it, because you only have the same 24 hours a day that everybody else has. Okay, Elon Musk, a guy who I like looking at, also a gentleman who's a citizen of 3 countries: South Africa, United States, and Canada. Canadian ship through his mother. Well, that guy did something like $120 billion he made last year in the pandemic. Well, he has systems. He has system. People say, well, he's also like the modern day Tony Stark. He's a genius. Yeah, but what can you do? Could you create a janitorial company? Maybe go clean some houses and then hire like 2 people or 3 people, to help multiply your work and get extra income. Could you make a blog? Could you find a product that you could sell like on Amazon, or could you find something to duplicate your wealth? Could you find something where that you're bringing in money independent apart from your job, because that's truly where your wealth belongs. Ladies and gentlemen, you make a living from 9 to 5. You make a life from 6 to 12. You make a living from 9 to 5. You make a life from 6 p.m. to 12 a.m. doing that extra work for yourself. But you got to have some system. If you don't, man, you're just going to be at the mercy of someone else's system. And let's just face it, for many people, once you're expendable, once you have accomplished their goals and you got them where they want to go, you're expendable. You're expendable. I've been let go even after getting raises. I've been let go after Christmas parties. I've been let go for doing all the things right.
Fitzgerald, can you
story no more down there. I don't want to tell you.
Okay.
Sorry, man. But yeah, I've been fired thinking I've been doing great things, and whole departments are shutting things out, and going ahead and trying to keep your nose in and trying to keep in and trying to do what they asked you to do. But all the time I was dying inside because I knew God had put more into me. But no one's going to give it to you, ladies and gentlemen. You got to find systems. That's all we're going to talk to you about, a system. We have a system that you can earn free Bitcoin and Ethereum along with cryptocurrency, and you can do it globally, working from the comfort of your own home, and you literally can get paid while you sleep. And if you don't figure out a way how to get paid while you sleep, you're literally going to work until you die. I talked to a gentleman yesterday, 2 days ago, UPS. I have a family member that works there almost 30 years. But that guy told me that he was too young to retire. He's already done put in close to 30 years, but he's too young to retire because he doesn't really get his full benefits till 65. And he's wanted like to stay like close to 35, 40 years so he can get full medical. That's not a life. That's not a life. It's just not a life. No, because I don't have 5 or 10 years to keep giving to someone else's enterprise to build wealth in their family while ignoring my own. So we have to look at things. We need to think in terms of royalties, residuals, or dividends, not wages. Royalties, residuals, or dividends. What's the key to that? The key to that is that's money keeps coming in whether you're doing work or not. Once you build it, it's still producing, it's still growing, it's still coming in for you and your family. Royalty, residuals, or dividends. If you're on the beach of Sierra Leone, it's still coming in. If you're in Miami, it's still coming in. If you're in Elamville, Alabama, where I grew up on the backside of a farm, money is still coming in. And it's dependent upon you. No one can take that away from you. No one can take my cryptocurrency from me. No one can take my gold from me. No one can take the assets that I build up from me. That's mine to do what I want. And so what I'm looking at ways to expand it. So that's what we do. A similar how looking at these things right now, because your side hustle has to be your hustle. You don't have the luxury of saying like, oh well, man, I'll get around to it. You just don't have that time, So for those of you who have who you're working your jobs and you put good things together, hey, I salute you. That never worked out for me. The able to find something and advance something cover line, that never worked. That never worked for me. My 2 youngest brothers, it's worked extremely well, but I'm not them. And my thing is like, oh, let me go out here and build that, because I simply wasn't getting the opportunities that I thought I should have been availed. Say with the degree, you got that, okay, you're still passed over. You wind up working for someone who doesn't have nearly as much education as you do, or doesn't have the drive you do, but yet you report rather them, and they literally have power over your life. So I had to find a system that I owned, and I own the assets that I can do what I will. It's no way in God's name that Diane Samir will be able to do what he does if he didn't have a system that puts wealth in it, wealth in him in his hands in order for him to do that. You think someone's going to? This man travels to Africa, probably like 4 or 5 times a year, and he's going to increase that. What job will let him do that? And he was making 6 figures at the job he's doing. He was considered like they had arrived at that holy grail. What job is going to let him? What job is going to let you say, hey, I want to go spend time in Europe or spend time in Africa, or I want to take about a year off and pursue this endeavor. And oh, by the way, I still want you to pay me. The only thing that's going to do that is something that you build. And so that's what we're here to talk to you guys about. That's primarily what we're talking about. Get a system and decide what your financial goals are, decide the lifestyle that you want to live, and decide the income that you need, and get a system that works where the system is the star, not you. I don't care about if people say, well, great, Fitzgerald, you're doing this and you reached that level. As long as I can get my organization and my people, to start the thing, I'll sit back in the background and still make my income. So I don't have that need to be the man. I want you to be the man. I want you to get what you want, because that's automatically going to help Prince Amir and I get what we want. I mean, cryptocurrency is here to stay, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, we can look at the sphere that's happening with cryptocurrency, whether it be Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, altcoins, XRP. We can look at all these things, and we see that there are people who are making a lot of money because they're in this system. And so why can't that be you? And then why can't you take that cryptocurrency, those earnings from that? Why can't you put it in African real estate? Why can't you put it in other ventures that's going to bring you even more money? And so no one can come to me and say, Fitzgerald, you make it too much and you made me look bad. Okay, we're going to take away your assets. I own this stuff. And so it's mine to do what I want, and then I can give that over to the next generation. So that's what we're here to talk about, and not everyone's cut out to be an entrepreneur. Not everyone's cut out to do that, because I promise you, working for yourself, you're going to work much harder for yourself than you ever will with someone else. But nevertheless, you're going to work. So wouldn't it make more sense to use your talents to benefit you primarily, as opposed to someone else? Well, in order to do that, you have to own a money system. And I say a system because if something happens to me, hey, my dependents or whoever I choose to lead my crypto wallets to, they're going to benefit from that long after I'm gone. And so that's a legacy within itself. But I promise you can't leave your job to anybody. You can't do it. Even if you have if you're a professional, you're an attorney, a physician, or a lawyer somewhere along the line. That lawyer in turn is the same thing. If any other practice that you have, well, you can't lead that to your family without them going to get the same certification you had in order to keep it running. But with my crypto accounts and my gold and all that, I can lead that to a relative family member of mine, and they could be doing a whole nother thing, but they could still benefit from what I put in place. So that's what we're here to talk. And so this is the future, ladies and gentlemen. This is no, I'm sorry, I was wrong. This is the now. This is the now, because if people think just because President-elect Biden has gotten elected, they're like, dancing in the streets. If President Biden and Vice President-elect Kamala Harris, they're fine. Their families are fine. What are you going to do to make your family fine? Okay, right. A $600 stimulus check they gave out. You know what? I bought some cryptocurrency, but part of that. I bought Bitcoin, loaded up on my wallet, and allow that Bitcoin to go up. And I'm able to multiply my money just by doing a little move like that. So I believe it's the land. I believe be an entrepreneur or die. I really do. No, because I've seen many things, and I've been on this train coming on well over a year now, and so many of us want to go to Africa and everything and do some great things, but you got to have income. You have to have income, and you have to have a system, and you want to build something that you can lead to your family and things. So that's enough for the introduction. So we're here to talk to you guys about GS Partners. And what it can do for you and your family, what it's doing for Dynas and I, and what it's doing for several people around the world. People making real life-changing income by falling into a system that allows them to do that. So Dynamics is up to you now.
Yeah. Well, let's go ahead and get into GS Partners. So guys, my affiliate links in the chat room. Affiliate links in the chat room. Click on the affiliate link. Sign up as an affiliate. I will personally get back to you. Mr. Stevens, what's GS Partners?
GS Partners stands for Gold Standard Bank. Okay, and GS Partners is a wealth system that it deals with its own cryptocurrency. You have the GS cryptocurrency, GS 999 cryptocurrency, that is pretty much well on Bit4X and Coinstar and a couple of other things that's happening right there. So cryptocurrency that you're acquiring this and you're hoping that it goes up. That's what you're doing. You're holding it and hoping that it goes up. By moving that cryptocurrency, you in turn get paid in Bitcoin and Ethereum by moving that. The Bitcoin and Ethereum that now, why is that significant? Well, Bitcoin is like 33,000 right now, maybe 35. I haven't checked before I came on the show, unfortunately. But that's real money. Ethereum, that's real money. Okay, so we get paid in that. We don't have to buy it. We get paid in that. In our crypto wallet, that we can take those earnings and we can transfer them into other crypto wallets and use them to pay for goods and services. And easily you can easily make what you do on your job with effort, just like your job is not going to pay you for not doing anything. You're not going to get paid in business for not doing anything. So we're able to build wealth for us up with that. Now, really, the thing I really like about it, so it's so exciting, because to get paid in two of the most incredible currencies right now with Bitcoin and Ethereum that you can earn for free, literally all over the world, by working a smartphone or a computer, by building a network, and that's very, very empowering. If you don't choose to build a network, that's fine too. You can just hold to the cryptocurrency and allow that to go up. What if that currency that's currently trading like 9 cents right now, I believe, what if that goes up to $1?
Our coin, G999, our coin.
Yeah. What if that goes up to $1? What if what you purchase goes up to $1? That's exactly what Bitcoin and Ethereum did. Linkcoin, that's what they did. I mean, what if it just goes up to $1? What if $2? And you bought it at that price? See, you have to play this game for the long term, but you get the long term benefits and you get the short term benefits where you're getting paid in Ethereum, Bitcoin that you can use for various other things that you need to run your household, and you can lead that to your descendants and your families and put them in a great position long after you're gone. So that's what we do. And there's a system that we do that. We plug into a system on goldrocks.info. This a system that was created by Mr. Ty Best called Wealth Builders Worldwide. We have trainings every day from 12 p.m. and 9 p.m. Daily, U.S. Eastern time, that shows you exactly how to work and exactly how to benefit that. You register your free account. The Prince Amir's link is going far as from there, and you just go for it. You just get out there and just open your mouth and talking to people. And we have ways that we can do that, and we show you how to do everything, how to build. And you bring the worth ethic. And we bring the teaching, and you have unlimited cap on the income that you earn. There's no minimums, no maximums, and you're able to get paid. You're able to get paid in leverage. In other words, not only what Dynast does, but what Dynast team does, and what your team does, and what their team does. Their teams go. You're getting a little bit from a lot of participants. That adds up into a lot. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. I don't like to complicate things, ladies and gentlemen. I like to keep it simple. But what you're doing, you're multiplying your efforts in one of the most incredible currency that's ever known out there. Probably the most, definitely with Bitcoin. I consider it kind of second to gold. I still like gold. I still hold on to gold, and you're able to build your wealth from anywhere in the world. And you decide you want to raise, you get it. No one can take it. Once that's in your crypto wallet, that belongs to you. That's yours. You just have a system that you plug it into, and then you take out the gains and use them how you see fit. That's about it for a nutshell.
So guys, my affiliate links in the chat room. Click on the affiliate link, sign up as an affiliate. Yes, he's black. My affiliate links in the chat room. Click on that affiliate link and sign up as an affiliate, and I will give you a call personally. So what we'll do, for sure, if you want to answer any questions in the chat room, then after that we'll go ahead and close out.
Yeah, we could pretty much. Well. There's one I'm saying right here. If I'm pronouncing the name wrong, forgive me. Tombi Masari. Not everyone knows how to invest and where to invest. Maybe those who are good at it should give free advice. Fam and friends, now it's done. Even starting from the grand over a decade. Okay. Okay. We do give free advice. We're one of the rare ones that do it, because why would we give free advice? Because we want you to be successful. But I'm also an advocate of this. You know, if you're good at something, never do it for free. You want to get paid for what you do. But in this platform, what we're talking about with GS Tartan, is you're creating a network. The number one thing you want is for your people to be more successful than you. You really do. Because why? Because if someone's part of your network and you're helping them be more successful than you, guess what? You're gonna get part of their success. So you have no. So it's an honor to show people how to build global organizations, to build global wealth. That's not a threat to you. I mean, that's not a threat to you whatsoever. Actually, that's a benefit to you. And so with the wealth builders, the teaching system, yeah, we do give out free advice. Yeah, they show you exactly how to build. Yeah, they show you exactly how to build a gargantuan network that's paying you literally, in real time in Bitcoin and Ethereum, and they don't charge you to do anything far as for it. Yeah, that do you have an investment? Of course. You have an investment for investing in yourself, and it all depends on what you're trying to achieve. But yeah, all that information is given out to you free over the internet. With the training system, and you just simply take advantage of the system, tell other people to take advantage of the system. Lo and what, you reap the rewards in cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, and Ethereum. Okay, and so yeah, so we do get that free advice out. Now some people, if you're going to go get business advice, if you're outside a system like this, they could charge you thousands to give you that type of advice. They would be in their right to do so, because they spent years of gathering that information, whether it be advisors or real estate magnates, or whatever they do. They're not going to give that away for free. I mean, you can look on various programs, and they want to charge you for how to do this program, and how to make money with this real estate, how to make money with this crypto thing. We don't do that. We have thing there, dozens upon dozens and dozens of years of experience with people giving that away for free. And you know what? You're getting experience from 7 income figure earners, high six figure incomes a month. No, some of them do it in a year, and you could do the same thing. So you just profit from their experience and apply what they have done to get to be successful, and use it for you and your family. But you have to bring the work. Now you have to do it as a independent business owner. What you is, and that you have the right to do what you want to do. You're independent. No, you don't have a boss. But if you want to get the results, and the main thing, you want to be financially successful, and you might want to follow some people who are actually doing it. You might want to follow some people who actually do that. But for example, for those under the sound of my voice, on Search for Uru on Tuesday at 2 p.m., we are going to have a guest named Michael Delco. Many of you have been familiar with this. Michael Delco is a seven-figure earner in this business. Yep. 7 figures. He's going to come here and give us free advice to show us how to do it. Free advice. Now, Michael Delco happens to be a personal friend of mine, along with Dinah Samir. He's the one that really started me in this. And so so you better believe. Now, why would Michael get on here? Why would a 7-figure business earner get on a stream like this without Prince Samir having to pay him one dime? And he's been on a couple of times. The Prince Amir has never had to pay him a single time for us what he do. Why would he do it? Because he wants the community successful, because our success is his success and other people's success. So So literally a man making 7 figures a year doing what I'm talking to you guys about right now is going to show us how he's doing that and what he did to do that. And so search for Uru. You log on Tuesday, 2 p.m. Eastern time. That's going to be free. Listen to the advice of a very successful person. In addition to Michael, Prince Amir, that's going to be free. What does it might cost you? Well, maybe cost you going down to the store, getting a pack of pens for like maybe $7 and a notepad to write some things down. You apply what they know and what they're showing you, what he's showing you, and eventually you're going to get the results that they get. Period. And so if Michael was like say like a Grant Cardone, a business leader that I like a lot, who does real estate. Well, Grant has a conference called the 10X Conference. Okay.
Right.
Dynamic tickets sometimes cost you as much as $5,000 to go to one of those conferences.
Yeah.
No, I mean, if Dynas wanted to get on his show, if he wanted to say, hey, Anthony Robbins or Tony Robbins or Les Brown, come speak on my show, they're not going to do it for free.
For $100,000.
Yeah, they're not going to do it for free. They're not going to show them how. They're not going to show it because they that's how they make their living it too. But what we're talking about, getting information from people who are doing it, not just talking about it, and that can show you how to do the exact same thing. And guess what? They want you to be more successful than them. This is what this platform is. So how do we get started? We register our free account. Okay. Why do we want to register our free account? Because that allows us to plug into a system that's going to pay us in Ethereum, Bitcoin, and cryptocurrency. And because we're in that system, we're able to get paid from other people who are part of our system. See, you are at the top of your corporation. You build it however large you want it. I have organizations in Africa now, Trinidad. Where else? Throughout the United States, over in England, Australia, just all over. Anywhere the internet is, that's where my business is. Now, I can drop you off in Chad or Sierra Leone. I can take you to Switzerland. I can take you to France or Canada, the Bahamas or Virgin Islands, anywhere. When you mention Bitcoin, they're going to know what you're talking about. They know it's money. Have you been paying attention to the acceptance of cryptocurrency lately? Have you been listening to the news and how much they're talking about that? Have you been following attention about people saying, "Hey, get out of cash, get into precious metals, i.e., gold, silver, diamonds, cryptocurrency, real estate." They're not talking get out of cash, get your cash working for you. There's a lot of things going down the pipe to with things that we don't realize. But if you look around, you can see that your dollars don't buy as much as they used to a couple of years ago. I mean, I really believe in my heart of hearts, and I really believe this is true, that $100 is the new 20 right now.
Yeah, it is.
I really believe that $100 is the new 20. Well, you need something. You need to park your cash in things that's going to cause it to grow. That's going to protect your wealth. If you have wealth, you need to protect it. If you're looking to acquire wealth, you need to protect it. What I mean protect it: A, not losing it, and B, growing it. Royalties, residuals, and dividends. Well, GS Partners allows us to do that. We deal with cryptocurrency, our G99 coin, and then we get paid by moving that cryptocurrency, in Bitcoin and Ethereum, and we get paid in real time. I'm more likely I probably done got a couple of payments now while I'm sitting there talking to you guys on the stream. That's done happened many a times. And I'm not saying to brag what I can do. I'm just telling you what the opportunity what you can do. All it is just an opportunity for us to take advantage of. So come Tuesday at 2:00 Eastern time, mark it in your calendar. Mr. Michael Delco is going to come in. He's going to, he's a business partner of mine in Dynas, and we're part of his organization, and he's showing us how to do this stuff. And we could tell you stories. We could tell you sitting up there while he invited us to lunch in Riverdale, Georgia. And while he's waiting for us, he had made $600 while he's waiting for us to get there, which he right. showed us, because he's in the system. Mr. Delco has been retired for 7 years. 7 years. His wife is retired. His children are retired, grown children. No one in that family works, and all because he tapped into a money system and a wealth system that enabled him to grow his wealth simply by working from home. And that's what we want to talk to you guys about today. For those who want that, ladies and gentlemen, banks can't just keep printing money. You just can't keep printing money, because the money that's printed makes the money that's already in circulation less valuable. So that's why people are saying like, wow, it's a financial storm coming down. And that's why we're looking to get ourselves prepared for that. Looking at what we can ship that money into real estate and other stuff is gonna be a benefit to us, because stuff will hit the fan. You can't just keep borrowing, and actually someone's not going to ask for their money. But when they ask for their money, man, I think it's going to cause hyperinflation. I think it's going to drive the value of the dollar, the franc, the pound, the German mark. I know it's going to drive it down. And for those, but those who have assets and those who have the right type of assets, and I'm not talking about Air Jordans. I'm not talking about a bunch of Pokemon games or stuff like that. Not knocking that stuff. I'm talking about stuff that you can really use to turn into goods and services. I can take my gold right now, a portion of my gold, and I can buy food for that if stuff hit the fan. I can buy goods and services to maintain, and so this is so it's time for us to be serious about getting our financial house in order. And the time is now, ladies and gentlemen. The time is now. And that same guy that I just told you about that left it off, and he worked a good government job, and he's having to do a ride share service right now because he has to make ends meet. The same guy said, listen, I got something I really want to talk to you about, and I'm going to show you how to create your own and build your own. You know what that guy told me? I'll think about it. I'm like, okay. Well, I mean, you just told me you was fired from your job. You told me that you was basically pushed out in essence, and you got to think about building wealth outside of a job. Okay, you're going to go a ride share service. What if something happens to your car? What if something happens to your health? What are you going to do? You know what, ladies and gentlemen? Here's going to be a new one for you. And some of you've already heard it before. Many of you probably haven't. It costs you to go to work. What do you mean, Fitzgerald? Well, first of all, let's say the most important thing costs you: your time, which you never get back, wear and tear on your body, gas, clothes, eating out. All those things cost. All those things. So you have a certain amount of money that you have to make just to maintain the job that you have.
Right.
But if you're working from home, and you have a business from home, stuff becomes write-offs. Internet connections, a portion of your house. If you this shirt right here, this is considered uniform. So if I go out there and I keep the receipts, I can claim this at the end of my taxes. My cell phone bill, that's a write-off. Mileage that I get in my car, that's a write-off. I can go down to the bike trail and I can go down to the bike trail, talk to someone about it, say, hey, you interested in making more income, additional income, you're interested in get paid in Bitcoin and Ethereum. And the mileage that I use to get to the bike trail, that becomes a write-off because that was a business meeting. When I go to Africa over there and I told Prince I want to stay over there at least a month, I'm gonna write that off. That's just not going to be a vacation. The plane ticket I can write off, the food I can write off, the knowledge I can write off, because you better believe I'm going to be talking my business over there. That's why you want to have something of your own. You want to be able to take advantage of these tax loopholes that the rich do to maintain and keep their wealth. And the only way you can do that, you have to have something that you own. You have to have your own business. Because people who don't have businesses, they're going to get paid. They're going to be paying the highest amount of taxes. And that's the way it's designed, and that's the way it's going to continue to run. And so we want to think in asset accumulation. And how our assets, and then after asset accumulation, how are we going to grow this? And more importantly, you want your time, ladies and gentlemen. I don't care if you're a single mother. I don't care if you You've been caught up in the criminal injustice system. I don't care if you failed at businesses before. I don't care if you've been divorced. I don't care your religious orientation. I don't care your nationality. But you know what? You have to have something that you own. And so that's what GS Partners is. We, in turns, register our free account. We decided we're going to take advantage of the duplication aspect. We go ahead and purchase one of the package by loading like $150 of Bitcoin, and then we purchase our package. Now, why someone say, why would you want to trade Bitcoin in for that? Simple. You fit into a system that pays you a free Bitcoin. I spent $150 my package, and I did a couple of airdrops, and I have more than made that up, and I'm still getting paid in Bitcoin and Ethereum right now. So, oh, by the way, I can write the package off. That's tax deductible. And then we just get to work. I find people on Facebook. I find people going on my YouTube channel, find ways to win with Fitzgerald Stevens. I make stuff like that. People register. People decide they're going to take advantage of build wealth for their families. Guess what? I get compensated for that. Not only I get compensated for it, but my sponsor, Michael Delco, his sponsor, Nate Hines, his sponsor, Ty Best. Whoever comes with Dynas gets a portion of that. I get a portion of it all the way up to Ty Best. It's a network. It's a collective. But and so we're no one's spending extra time to do that. The biggest thing you're gonna do is like the biggest problem you're gonna have, and I don't consider that a problem. Asking someone, hey, how would you like to get paid in Bitcoin and Ethereum? How would you like to earn money from home? That's the biggest thing. If you can ask someone that, you can make as much money as you can handle with this. You can. I mean, that is the work, and you consistently keep doing the work, and then you plug them into a system that teaches them exactly what they want to do, and you get financially rewarded for it. So that's about that. That's about it. And Mr. Walker put something that kind of jumped off and caught me right here. Are companies 401 still companies 401k still a good investment? Mr. Walker, I think so. All depends on what the company is. All depends on how 401k in Tesla, I think it's a very good investment. 401k in Google and Oracle, I think is a very good, very good investment, because those companies are growing. Those companies are expanding. But here's the thing: most of the jobs within this nation, the United States, they're caused by the small business owners, and small business owners really don't have a lot of those strong portfolios like the major companies. So I would say 401k is an excellent investment, provided it's tied to the right company. With government entities, some of those programs, they're great, but many of those programs, and Prince Dynas Amir can tell you from personal experience by way of his mother, they're phasing a lot of those old programs out. They realize, wow, man, these things are too sweet for us to keep doing like this. Right. And many of the pension plans are actually in trouble right now. They're actually, what do I mean in trouble, Fitzgerald? They're paying out more money out than what they're receiving in. So there's an imbalance, right? So there's imbalance. Don't think just because you have a pension, you're always going to have it. You will have it as long as it's funded. As long as it's funded. That's why you need to get something that is dependent upon you, and something that you build. So I'm pretty much out of words right now. I will also say, please make it your business to be on that stream. Search for Uru Tuesday at 2:00. I'm going to be there. Mr. Delco is going to be there, and you can learn some things. Now, we don't have to wait that long. Register your free account. We're going to have a training tonight at 9 p.m. on goldrocks.info. goldrocks.info. You register your account, and then you go on there. It's going to show you exactly how to build. You call Prince Dynas Amir, because he'll give you the password. I can't release it over social media. And then we'll just go ahead and get to work in there and help you build what you want to build. So I appreciate you. Black Cyber Network, these old fools ain't invested nothing in the last 20 years. Well, that's your opinion. That's your opinion. I can go there and I can go pull my gold portfolio up and put it right out here and show you. But old fools. Oh, okay. Well, I guess you probably the young and beautiful ones. So that's great. You're entitled to your own opinion, sir, but you're not entitled to your own facts. The facts are this. There is more unemployment claims basically within the last 40 years than has ever been. More people are losing homes to foreclosure, jobs, more small businesses have been closed back in 2020 because of this pandemic. People are losing their medical care, their health care. More divorces are being caused now because of the crazy problems with a lot of the finances, and people are hurting. Food banks are practically exhausted. Churches and community centers are being overran because they're not getting the donations there. Homelessness has increased exponentially. Diana Samir's home state of California is a perfect example of that. So these are the facts. People are really out there and hurting. And if if you're gonna, this is gonna be a year far as with me appearing on the stream, whether I'm doing it here or whether my channel find ways to, it's gonna be saying, okay, if you're saying what you know me, I don't know you. I assure you, Dynamics and I, we're from being fools. Okay, so
Fitzgerald, he was
your argument. Okay, what makes us a fool? What do we say?
Fitzgerald, he's not
get involved in a system.
He's not referring to Fitzgerald. He's not referring to you. Fitzgerald, lost you.
Well, no, it's not only him. I'm just saying. I'm summarizing. You know what I'm saying. Okay, so those are some of the facts, and people have got to do something, man. They got to do something, or their household is going to be destroyed. It's just plain and simple. Standing still, ladies and gentlemen, is not an option. So on that note, I can let you guys go and enjoy the rest of the day, and watch a football game or whatever you want to do. And so we appreciate you, but the time to take action is now. If this is not far as for you, if you got a nice system that you're working on, great, keep doing it, keep expanding. God bless you. We wish you nothing but success in that. If you want to learn more about this system, great. Just go ahead and register your free account. Contact Prince Dinan Samir, and he'll plug you into the system, and I'll be happy to talk to you myself too. But
everyone, thank you so much for joining.
Let's get about the it's breaking up. No, we're breaking up. Thank you guys for listening. Much blessings to each and every one of you. We appreciate you guys so much, and much respect to everybody. I truly mean that. And I want you guys to achieve what you want for you and your household, to live the life that you want. Dinas, I'm going to get ready to go. I got another
everyone. Thank you so much for joining. Like, share, and subscribe. Affiliate links in the channel. Click on the affiliate links. Sign up as an affiliate. Until next time, family, Dinas, Samir, search for Haru. Peace.